start. All right. The Hangout is now live. I'll do the introduction. I'll say hello, everybody that might be soon to be watching the live stream. I'm the Prehistory Traveler's Guide podcast host, Greg Nunman. Joining me tonight to discuss the Kaiju Crescendo Kickstarter campaign is Akira Fukube webmaster Erik Homenick. Say welcome to my channel, Erik.
Well, thank you, Greg. I'm happy to join you this evening.
So before we kickstart some things, you might want to maybe give us a little more background as to how this Kaiju Crescendo got, proposed and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kaiju Crescendo is a concert that is, as you, Greg, are well aware, and I'm sure many of your listeners, it's the subject of a Kickstarter campaign being put together by the Millennium era composer Michiru Oshima, who of course was the composer of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, and Godzilla Tokyo SOS, three very popular films in the Godzilla series, and also John DeSantis, who is the composer, conductor, and musical director of the previous two concerts that were at G-Fest, the Ifukube 100 concert in 2014 and the Symphonic Fury concert in 2015. So Kaiju Crescendo is the latest effort being put together by John and this time around his partner Michiru Oshima herself to bring again Kaiju music back to G-Fest this year, this July 2019. So Miss Oshima was at G-Fest 2 years ago as a guest, and she mentioned during she was up on stage receiving the Mangled Skyscraper Award, and she said that the next time she came to G-Fest, she wanted to be performing with an orchestra. So John and Oshima-san are hoping that this Kickstarter campaign is a success, so we can bring Kaiju music again back to G-Fest. And my role in it, I was the master of ceremonies at the previous two concerts. I will be returning, assuming that the concert gets funded. I'll be returning this year as the MC, and I'm also working as a producer on this concert this time around.
Wow, that's pretty cool, Erik. Would you like to maybe tell us what the other two concerts were like in terms of the whole experience and whatnot for those that might be interested?
Yeah, the first two concerts were pretty special. Again, the first one was in 2014, the Ifukube 100, and the second one was Symphonic Fury in 2015. And yeah, I mean, this was Godzilla music performed live in concert for the first time, really, that I'm aware of anywhere in the United States. Though the first concert was purely music of Akira Ifukube, his scores for the various Godzilla films. And in Symphonic Fury, we actually had Ko Otani, the composer of the Heisei Gamera films. We performed his music at that concert. He was in attendance. He came from Japan to be a part of that concert, but as a spectator. This time around, not only will Miss Oshima be at the concert, but she will be conducting right up on stage her own scores from the three films that she did during the Millennium series, Mechagodzilla, and Tokyo SOS. So yeah, it's just, Kaiju Crescendo, assuming it goes to plan, will be in the same vein, the same tradition as the previous two concerts, bringing Kaiju music, Godzilla music to North America, where it hasn't, the particular selections that are going to be performed at this concert have never been performed in the United States before. So these will all be U.S. premieres. It's going to be very exciting.
Oh, wow. All original premieres. That's going to be pretty awesome, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it's good stuff, and it's great music, as you know.
Indeed. So assuming this campaign is successful and it hits some possible stretch goals, what kind of compositions do you think Oshima-san will bring to the table?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, like I said, she's going to be performing suites of music from her her three famous kaiju films. And she's actually, as we speak, putting together which selections from each film, what cues she's going to include in these suites, because she's got obviously she's got all of her musical material available to herself, so she's having to decide which bits and pieces from the various scores she's going to include in her suites. And she's actually open to suggestions from the fans. What are some of your favorite musical moments from these films? Let her know. You can let her know. She's on Facebook. As of last week, Miss Oshima is now on Twitter. She's absolutely open to getting suggestions from the fans to find out what your favorite musical moments are from her scores. And she will be happy to include these particular musical moments, these cues, in the suites that she's preparing. And not only that, she's also going to compose a brand new piece of music based on her Godzilla theme from these films. A brand new piece of music. We can think of it as Godzilla coming to Chicago, if you like, that would world premiere at the concert should it get funded. So not only are you going to hear music from the three films that she scored that you already know and love as fans, but you're also going to be treated to a world premiere, brand new piece of Godzilla music composed and conducted by Miss Oshima to premiere at Kaiju Crescendo.
Oh man, I mean, it's cool to hear her stuff that she's writing, but to see something completely original made for this event specifically, that is going to be once in a lifetime experience.
It really is. It is a once in a lifetime experience, and that's why the generous pledges, the generous donations of Godzilla and Daikaiju film, tokusatsu film fans all over the world are so important. As of this discussion, it's Sunday night on March 31st. We are at about $16,500 in pledges so far, which is actually very, very good. We're making good progress on that. But our ultimate goal is $35,000. So we have about 18, 19 days from this point to get to that point. But I'll tell you, like I said, momentum has been very, very good. We've gotten some amazing pledges so far. And it's the fans. It's the Godzilla fans and the tokusatsu film fans from all over the world that are going to be able to make this happen. No pledge is too small. We'll take any pledge that we can get from anybody, no matter how large or how small it is. But this is what's so special about this. If you go to the Kickstarter campaign page, there's a video with John DeSantis and Michiru Oshima in it, and Miss Oshima says something very beautiful about what a live concert is. That at a live concert, there's this feeling that people are gathered together in one place to make music together, and that's extremely true of this. Not only are we talking about the musicians who are going to be up on stage making music together, but it's with the Godzilla community, the Godzilla fans out there. When we say making music together, we absolutely mean everybody here. So these pledges, these donations, very generous pledges that the fans are making to the Kickstarter campaign, you are part of it. You are literally, with your pledge, like what Miss Oshima says, coming together with us to make this music happen. I mean, this is the ultimate collaborative event. So we're doing very well at this point, but we still have some progress to make. So if you are out there and you are thinking about contributing a pledge to this fabulous concert, if you're going to be in G-Fest and you want to hear Kaiju music live, even if you're not, because we are going to produce recordings for the prior two concerts, very high quality, demonstration quality sound recordings were produced. We're going to do that again this time around. So even if you're not at the concert itself, recordings will be made and you'll still be able to enjoy the concerts from a recording. So come together with us, join us. No pledge is too small. Make your pledge, contribute to this very exciting Kickstarter campaign, and help John DeSantis and Michiru Oshima make kaiju music happen at G-Fest this July in Chicago.
And as we were speaking, Andrew Battaglia just dropped a $10 donation for us.
Well, Andrew, thank you very, very much. Again, this is what's going to make it happen. It's the generous pledges of kaiju fans from all over the world, not just from the United States, but literally from all over the world. We've had pledges, for example, from Japan already. People in Japan are following this and have made their contributions to this effort. So, Andrew, thank you very, very much. It's great contributions like that are going to make this concert happen and that are going to make it a success.
So to further entice, pledges, we want to go through a detailed breakdown of all the rewards on the pledge tiers.
Yeah, for the pledge rewards, I have to admit I don't have them memorized in my head, but you can certainly go to the Kickstarter page, and on the right hand side of the page, there's a full listing of what kind of rewards you're going to get depending on the pledge that you make. And that's actually a very good point to bring up, because your pledge that you make doesn't only help to fund the concert, but you actually are entitled to receive some really, really great rewards based on the pledge level that you make. So even, like I said, if you're not able to attend the concert, by pledging, you'll still get some pretty cool Kaiju Crescendo swag. And eventually, like I said, the recordings will be available as well. So if you go to the Kickstarter page, just go to Kickstarter, and if you do a search for Kaiju Crescendo, you'll go right to the Kickstarter page, and you'll be able to look down the list and see what rewards are available based on the various pledge levels. Go check it out, see what pledge level works best for your personal budget, and yeah, you'll be able to take a look at what kinds of cool exclusive rewards you'll be able to get by making your pledge. Did I lose you? Hello? I think I'm off the air.